And I look at her with a straight face. I want to see some dick pics. How you folks doing? I'm super excited to be here. My first time performing in Temecula. Hopefully I get to come back. Yeah, I saw an ad in the paper. They were asking for good comedians, and apparently no one applied. So then they said any comedians. That's when I got the job. No, this spot right here, the first comedian to go after the host, it's kind of the toughest spot, right? Because it's like, we want to warm you up, get you ready, you know? I call it the foreplay spot. You know, so this is like the foreplay. So you'll notice none of the guys will enjoy this set. Some of the guys will just come right when it's done, you know? Right? But thankfully, some of the girls will like it. Dating during these times, thankfully I'm married, but I have a little nephew, he's like 25 maybe, give or take, and he's dating, and thankfully for him, he's got me as a mentor. So he told me, he's like, oh man, yeah, I like this girl, and we started talking, and I started like following her on Instagram. I said, wait a minute. You follow her on Instagram. When you like a girl, you gotta do what I did when I was young. You don't follow her on Instagram, you follow her home. Right? You follow her to her place of business. Right? That's how you do it. Right? You learn how to jimmy open her car. Girls dig it, right? If your car, you locked your keys in your car, wouldn't you dig it? Some guy jimmied it open for you? See? Right? There you go. Yeah, kids that date these days, they're lucky. They can just go on Tinder and find a nice girl and, you know, go out or hook up. And I told my nephew, I go, yeah, when I was younger, I couldn't do that. There was no Tinder. I wanted to find a nice girl. We had to go to Tijuana. That was the place of choice back then, you know. I feel like I'm really getting old. I have kids. Anyone have kids here that are like in junior high school? Yeah. High school, yeah. So now, right, because it's this online teaching or whatever it is, so they get all their grades and all their assignments on this thing called Canvas, right? This stupid app. And it kills me because the app sends me an email, says, your son finished his math exam and the grades are in. Then it says, click this link to get it. And I don't know why they can't just put it in the freaking email, right? Why can't they just put it in the email? Because then I have to hit the stupid link, and then I have to go on this website and I forgot the password, right? So I forget the password, and then to get a new password, it's like, you have to enter your last 4 digits of the Social Security, you have to like submit something to the school, and then you have to, you know, I don't know, jerk off the principal, right? And it sucks, I hate it. I hate giving my last 4 of the Social, you know? Anyway, so I feel like I'm getting old and old. And speaking of old, how do you folks feel about the president? Old. Yeah, he's old. Yeah, our President Joe Biden is very old. It kind of gets to me sometimes. He's so old. How does he connect with everyone? So I figured it out. This guy is so old. Joe Biden is so old that when he went to grammar school, they didn't have history class. He's so old that if you tell him to act his age, you might die. Joe Biden is so old that he's the first person that was able to order an advanced copy of the Old Testament. Yeah. I was told that there was going to be some young people here tonight, you know, and so I wanted to give some marital advice. You're not married, young guy, right? You're not married? No. Okay, cool. I'm going to give you good advice. You're going to remember this night. It's legendary. First rule, don't let your mother-in-law live with you. I made that mistake. My mother-in-law came to visit us for a week in the year 2011, and she's still living with us. It's been the worst week of my life. And this chick ain't dying because I've tried. I changed the air conditioning vents so it pumps carbon monoxide in her room. Nothing happened. A scientist told me, Joe Samo, you're an idiot. carbon monoxide only kills humans. I hired a hitman to kill her. And a hitman talked to her for 5 minutes, then he killed himself. Her cardiologist, you know what he told me? Nicest guy in the world, her cardiologist. He goes to me, well, Joe Samo, your mother-in-law, she doesn't look like she has a long line to live. She's gonna maybe die in 2 weeks. I said, Doc, is that your medical opinion? He said, no, that's my birthday wish. You know, being married, it's also, get ready to be very broke. Anyone married people out there all broke? Yeah? We have a freaking cat. Stupid little cat. One day, he's like sick, he's throwing up, we had to take him to the veterinarian, right? And the veterinarian comes out, he's like, oh, we got bad news. The cat swallowed a paper clip. I said, shit, this is not going well. He said, we have to surgically remove the paper clip. And then I started thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, Doc. That sounds like it's going to be expensive, right? I was like, he looks at me and he says, it's about $5,000. I said, listen, Doc, I don't really care about the paper clip that bad, you know? I have like 400 at home, you know? Yeah, my wife wasn't happy with me that day, you know? The last thing you should do is live in a nice neighborhood. Fuck that. Because I got these nice neighbors, and they always have these bad ideas. Like this one neighbor, he's like a, I don't know, reverend or something. He's a good guy. But he comes in, he's like, well, Joe Samo, you know, for $20 a month, I pay $20 a month, and I feed a family of 9 in Uganda for just $20 a month. And then I knew the inevitable was coming. He asked me to do it, right? And I said, shit! He's like, it's just $20 a month. What do you got for $20? You could cancel some stupid subscription for $20 a month, can't you? And I'm thinking, I'm like, well, I got Pornhub subscription, you know? He's like, well, you gotta cancel that so you can feed a family of 9 in Uganda. And let me just tell you, every time I watch Pornhub, I feel really guilty now. You know? I'm like, shit, I could be feeding this family of 9, and instead I'm watching these 2 naked girls trying to pop a balloon, you know? And like 4 hours later, I'm like, fuck, that's a really good balloon. You know? And so I'm like, shit, I could have fed a family of 9, and I didn't do it. Oh, speaking of weddings, so I'm so lazy. I'm just a lazy guy. I had a friend that's about to get married, and I'm so lazy. I didn't want to go to the wedding, so I was trying to talk him out of getting married, you know? So anyway, he's going to stick with it. And this motherfucker is getting married in Riverside. Anyone ever been to Riverside? I'm like, bro, Riverside? The marriage is the best part, the wedding is the best part of the marriage, and you're starting it off in Riverside? So what the fuck, what are you gonna do for the honeymoon? Go to Fresno? Yeah? Like, what the hell is this, man? It's going down, down, downhill. I'm a lawyer. I know why everyone hates lawyers. Us lawyers, we love what everyone else hates. For example, I don't know how I'm going to say this with a straight face. I love dick pics because they make so much money. You don't know how much money lawyers have made when a boss has sent dick pics to people. You know, I never thought growing up, I'd be like, what's the favorite thing you like looking at? And I look at it with a straight face. I want to see some dick pics. All right, thank you, folks. That's my time. We got some great interviews tonight. Thank you.